We're about to go into the kitchen to do some cookies. And the first recipe we're gonna do is the Snowball cookie recipe. I know many of you have heard of it. Well, the way we do it is with almonds. So we don't use the walnuts. And of course, I like to mix it up a little bit. And the kids are always like, Mom, why? Why do you do this? But I like what I like, and I'm gonna eat a lot of things. So maybe I don't wanna eat all the cookies, like hundreds of cookies with sugar. So for my husband and I, we're gonna make a separate recipe, the Snowball cookie recipe. We're gonna do half of the all-purpose flour and half almond flour, and we're gonna use SWERVE instead of the sugar. So let's get in the kitchen. Snowball cookie calls for a cup of butter. Oh my God. It's gonna be delectable. I love this. And what we do for our Snowball recipe here is we do not use the walnuts that's traditionally used. We use almonds instead. So I use my handy dandy, tiny food processor, and I put some raw almonds, not roasted, just raw almonds in there, and I pureed them down to be fine. It's not flour, there's definitely crumble, but those are the little pieces that you want in your Snowball cookie. And so for each recipe that I've done, I'm gonna give our flour mixture a cup of almonds. Inside of our 2 cups of all-purpose gluten-free flour, we're gonna put that 1 cup of food processed almond pieces into that. Now, my husband and my recipe, we have in here 1 cup of all-purpose flour and 1 cup of almond flour, but we're also gonna add that same 1 cup of almond pieces. Let's be generous. Let's make sure we get that 1 cup in there. Hold on. Don't wanna skimp on our pieces. 1 cup. All-purpose flour I use today is, I usually, you know how I always do my own mixture here, but today I went out crazy and I'm using Namaste, because who doesn't want a little piece in their life? Namaste. Gluten-free, perfect flour blend. I was excited about this mixture. Hold on, let me tell you what's in it, because I really thought this was good. In this Namaste blend, we have sweet rice flour, tapioca starch, brown rice flour, arrowroot starch, Zora gum flour, and our regular xanthan gum. Not a bad mixture to use. Okay, moving on. 1 teaspoon of our vanilla extract, and I'm using vanilla paste. This is the first year I was able to find the vanilla paste. You'd think I lived far away from civilization, but I haven't been able to find it, so I found it this year. Vanilla paste. For the regular recipe is a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar for the kiddos, and we have a 1/2 cup of SWERVE for hubby and myself. And into the kiddos recipe goes that 1 cup of melted butter. Nice and soft. And we're gonna mix. You can already see how great that dough is gonna be. It's starting to gather together. Most of you know most baking recipes call for you to take the butter and the sugar and the vanilla and blend them together. So as Mom's recipe has, and through the years it always says that. But since we've been gluten-free, I don't notice a big difference doing that, and I have 1,000 things going on, and this is my kitchen, that's how I do it. I compile it together. By all means, follow the recipe. If you are like a baker in training, or you are already a baker and you like to follow the recipes exactly, by all means follow the recipe with the sugar and the butter and the vanilla together and make it fluffier. I've noticed through the years, and again, I've been doing this for, oh my God, so many years, the consistency comes out to be, you can see the butter gathers and it's kind of in chunks. So since we're gonna need to get into this recipe with clean hands and rings removed and set aside, okay? You're gonna take that more crumbly based flour, butter, and nut mixture, and you're gonna form it into a ball. And you can see it does gather together. It is fine. You can do it whatever way you want. Also, hint, uncover your Hershey Kisses, okay? This is what I do. I make a ball, probably about a tablespoon in size, and I stick the Hershey Kiss in the middle of the Snowball, and then I cover it with my palm in my hand like this, and just kind of make a ball around it. I roll the ball and I create the ball. And so now it's a bite. It's not an excessive large amount. Of course, if you want this gigantic ball with the Hershey Kiss, by all means do that. But my family seems to like the bite-sized snowballs. And then after you bake them, then you're gonna cool them down and you'll sprinkle them with confection. Bake them in a 350 oven for 12 to 15 minutes. Let them cool down before you put your confection sugar on, and we'll see the end product. We were able to get 37 balls out of this. I bet you can get 35 to 40 balls. We're moving on to the one from my husband and I with the almond flour. Let's see how that comes out. So this mixture, as I suspected, is a little bit more moist because I used a cup of almond flour. And my husband said, well, you know, since we're being a little bit better with less carbs, can you make a few with the Hershey Kisses? So and that's not at all what he sounds like, but I held some Hershey Kisses out for him. So we're gonna make the balls just like we did for the kids with the Hershey Kisses, just enough to cover the Hershey Kiss. And then I'm gonna play around with some of the Lilly's Stevia sweetened chocolate chips. And you can see the little itty bitties. You even could probably take a Lilly's chocolate bar or something like that, and I'm gonna put them and make a little ball and cover the almond mixture, the flour mixture, and make a little ball. This is one of my kind of favorite recipes because I don't have to worry about my raw hands sticking and getting all over everything. And here's the bite-sized ball with the stevia. I've marked this tray with a little K for a little bit more keto friendly, which why are we even trying during Christmas time? Who knows, it's a mystery, but we figure then we won't feel quite so bad when we have 4 cookies or something like that. So we got about 12 round ones with the Hershey Kisses and our almond flour and SWERVE. And I created little pockets, so different shaped balls with the Stevia sweetened Lilly's chocolate chips. I hate for the kids to get a bite of one of those and expect a Hershey Kiss, so I tried to make them just a little bit different. So let's see what they come out like. Everything is cooled, ready for the powdered sugar on top. I don't love a ton of it, but I definitely think it needs to look like a snowball. I have to be honest, I tasted each batch, so let me show you our finished snowball product. These are the regular snowball recipe with the full sugar and the Hershey's Kisses. These are the snowball recipe with the almond flour and the SWERVE. And a few of them have Lilly's 45% cacao. And these are our pinwheels with chocolate and peppermint. And I did taste one of those too. So I have to be honest, today was a whole bunch of taste testing. I hope you enjoy your Christmas cookies. Merry Christmas. And don't forget to go on over to my website if you haven't already looked at my book. Pre-sale's going on, release date, January 5th.